Welcome back, friends. I'm Mellowseven. This is Football Manager 2018. We're back for some international football, but first let's take a look to see how AC Ajaccio has been doing. Yeah, we played a couple games. We played this one against Nice, which I think we should have lost, but we won. Legal, Mueller, Hernandez, essentially all three strikers got a goal, and Ole Schmidt was unstoppable with two. Nice is a good team, and I don't think we probably should be beating them, at least not on a regular basis. We followed that up with a match against Bretois 29, and this was, this one was kind of about what we've seen. I mean, nothing happened forever. And then we got a goal, and I went, yay, we're going to win it. That's it. Farrah's got it. And then they got a goal. And I went, I'm fine with the draw. I can live with that. And then in the 96th minute, they got a goal, and then we FM'd them. It was supposed to be 6 minutes of added time. We got it at the end of that, like 96, 48 or 52 or something like that. And Marco Bouchard came in and got a goal. We had some injuries in that game, which is why Bouchard was in. At this point, Mueller went out with a concussion. I don't remember which game it was, though. Anyway, Mueller went out with a concussion, was going to miss a few weeks. And then right after this game, that's it. Mueller went out at the end of this game, and Hernandez got injured in this game. He pulled up with foot ligaments, ankle ligaments, and Mueller was out with a concussion. So Bouchard came in and played, and got the goal. So more power to him, right? And that's kind of where we're at. So that, amazingly enough, puts us in second place. And frankly, we're not that good. I mean, I think we can all agree. We've seen the numbers. We should not be in second place. We shouldn't. We should be maybe down in here, 6th, 7th, 8th, playing for that last Europe spot. That's where we should be, I think. Now, there's a lot of time for the season for this to flip. We all know when things go wrong, they can go horribly wrong in this game. But for the moment, I think I'd love to take credit for it, but I'm not that good at this game. I think we have to conclude at this point that most likely the match engine does legitimately have some issues with a three-striker up front. And potentially even, because we've had success in the past with a striker and two inside forwards coming up. But by putting that many people in the box, the game does have some issues with it. Now, there's been some talk that it's just groups of three that the match engine has trouble with. And so, in theory, running three defensive centers across the back also gives you an advantage. But I think you can see that that's probably not the case. If we go just League One here, so we can see a few more numbers. Okay, that one's not going to show us what I'm looking for either. Where can we see that? Let's go back to the league table. Here we go. Why we don't just get this when we were on league at, I don't know. Okay, we can see we have scored 34 goals. And we still only have a goal differential of 9. So, our average after 12 matches is something like 3-2, ish. Whereas Monaco has a goal differential of 21 despite only scoring 24 goals. So that's 24 for, 3 against. They deserve to be where they're at. Now, you could make the claim that even with our issues, we wouldn't normally be this high in a standard season. And I think that's probably a fair comment, because we can see Nice here. They've struggled. They can't win a game. They've got 5 draws. So almost half of their matches, 6 wins, 5 and 1. So half of their matches they haven't been able to get that win, but 5 draws. That's a tough season out of 12 for a very, very good team. And PSG, they've got 5 losses, none of which are against us. Monaco's a good team. That's expected. Troy's an okay team. I mean, they're a decent team. Reims is lower half team. Metz just got promoted this season, right? They're a lower half team. And Marseille is kind of a mid-table team. So they've only really dropped 1 game to a good team. The rest of this are teams that they should have won. Now, it may be that their team's getting a little bit old. Let's take a look here, see kind of what they got going on. But, I mean, they're still look at those numbers. I mean, they're still really, really good. Neymar's dropped off. He's down to 152. We'd love a 152 at the age of 34. Mbappe's 27. Antonio's 26. Luis Antonio's 27. De Ligt's still spectacular at 27, and he's probably going to play for another 4 or 5 years for him easily as a defensive center back. But they've got a lot of age. There's a 34, 31, 31, 31, and it may be that they're just struggling a little bit with this transition between generations. I don't know. I mean, Neymar's still pretty decent, but that acceleration and pace of 11 is going to hold him back if he can't get in a position to use the rest of the spectacular technicals and mentals. I don't know. I mean, he's still a pretty damn good player, with a 152. Like I say, I mean, if we take a look at look at that. I mean, they got 4 players over 170. And they could put an entire team together of over 160. The amazing thing was they've got a 42 in there. That's a little bit interesting. A 48, a 55. Now these are youths, right? So they're probably not up with the senior team, but that's some pretty shocking numbers for them. But ultimately, I think I stand by my goal. We probably shouldn't be here. So realistically, we're probably looking at potentially that formation legitimately giving the match engine some sort of issues. And considering the goals scored on us, I think we can say that the issue is probably the 3 strikers, not the 3 defenders. So we're going to go with it. We're not looking to play this game forever. We wanted to see some European competition. So we're going to kind of roll on with it at this point. We're a third of the way through the season, 12 games in. But I think it's interesting to point that out. So if you're looking for a little bit of potentially an unfair advantage, go for a formation with 3 strikers. That's my goal. I guess last season for 2017, the 3 attacking midfielders was apparently the way to go. 3 shadow strikers, or however you wanted to set it up. I didn't try. Did I try it? If I tried it, it was just for a game. I'm not sure I ever put any serious work into it. Anyway, in the meanwhile, Amiens said that we were not going to stay up, that we didn't have what it took to stay up. But, yeah. I think this is the pot calling the kettle black here. Maybe he needs to look a little closer to home, and that's what I said, and then I got roasted for it in the media. But, all right, let's go look at the USA real fast. The roster I have at the moment, we brought back Mr. John Brooks. He had 149 international caps for the U.S., so we gave him his 150th last game, and he gave up a horrible goal for us. He just completely lost track of their striker, who just stepped behind him and put away the goal while he wasn't looking at him. So, yeah, not a fan. Our biggest issue this week is, we've got a couple of them. Hernandez has been out with ligaments. This is his first game back. He missed the previous, I guess we can take a look at that. Whoops, this is what we're looking for right here. The previous friendly, we got a 1-1. Nate Davis got the goal, 33rd minute. We should have won that one too. Really, really just now. I mean, these are all away goals, right? I mean, these are close game away, not as close a game away. The home games we've won, the neutrals we've split, but that was World Cup. So since we've taken over, we've won all our home games, and we're kind of 1-1-1 in the away games. But yeah, so this is kind of what we're looking at the moment. So we've got Kellen Acosta in here on defensive right. We've got John Brooks in here in the center with his 150 caps now. John Francis here. And Tyler Adams is going to be on the right due to injury. Notice we're down to 11 subs. He was injured in the last game. Our starting right defender is. So the issue we have now is that let's go to the tactics screen here. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players? They only want to play 45 minutes. So essentially, our entire team. But I mean that's 4 of our 5 starting defensive players can only play 45 minutes. I mean, we can play them more. We could piss off their head coaches, but we probably shouldn't. So, I think we're allowed to make 6 subs. So that's 5 of our 6 subs. So we can only make 1 sub due to actual real reasons. So we're pretty well being strangled here. Now, how much of this we want to do? Acosta's played garbage lately. Supposedly a 6.75. I just don't have any options. I mean, that's that. I'm getting desperate here. I mean, if we take a look at just the pool here, players, and you can see I've given up just trying to judge by stats because I've got nobody. This is all of the defensive players. That's defensive center. Here, let's all positions. Let's we'll look at defensive right. You can see there's not a lot of options here. Current ability. These players would have trouble. Well, they wouldn't have trouble. They'd be a starter on our team probably, but just barely. Kaczmarek, which is who we had as our starter, is injured and out. Simon Jones, I guess, needs to be brought up from the under 23s. I think we played him. We played him a couple. I think we had him on the team last time. I think we pulled him up from the team last time, but this time we had Kaczmarek. Reggie Cannon's the other one. We played him a little bit as well. But realistically, we don't have huge talent here. That's defensive right. Let's edit the search. Let's go. How about defensive center? Again, Miyazaga has played terribly for us when he's in. Boskovic, the guy that they were shocked that we put on the team last time, is essentially second out of all Americans for current ability. Justin Glad, I guess maybe we need to bring in. I'm not sure how I missed him last time, but clearly I did. Is he in the pool? National team. He's not in the national pool yet. That's how I missed him. Brandon Vincent, is he in the national pool? We're going to add some of these guys in. He's in the national pool. We'll add him to the national pool. So, there's not a huge amount here. Miyazaga is probably the only one really good enough to be playing competitively in international football. Everybody else here is, if the drop off is steep and sharp. If we look at the national pool and we go all position. Oh, we don't want all positions. We want defenders. This is what we're. These are the players we've got. Best position. Let's take a look at defensive center, and you can see. My goal is trying to play players based on how they were playing. 6'5", 6'6", 6'5", 6'7", 6'0". Walter Zimmerman, but notice he wasn't anywhere near the top of our list. Although he doesn't look bad. He's just really slow, and he's 33 years old. We just played the World Cup. We need to find players that can play in 4 years. Well, in 3.5 years now. He's not going to be around in 4 years. There's not much point in putting a player who's 33 years old in there. And that's kind of what we're looking at. But you can see there's nobody here that within defensive center that's playing worth a damn anywhere at club level. They're just not. He's it. He's the only player that has a 7.0. In fact, Sean Brown has a 6'8". Stephen Quinn has a 6'9". And Justin Glad here, who we're definitely going to put up on the team next. That's how old is Justin? 29 years old. He's going to be 33, 32, 33 when the World Cup rolls around. And he's not spectacular. He's okay. But we just don't have players. I mean, that's what it comes down to. We just don't have great players. I don't have a lot of options here. So we got to run with what we run. Now, I don't know if partly this is just because we're not simulating the U.S. We're not simulating North American play at all. So we may be hurting ourselves a little bit trying to play an international team for leagues that we do not have simulated right now. And that's my guess. But realistically, I mean, this is what we've got here, and we have a decent team. 162 for Pulisic, 158. And this is probably where we should be for decent international talent. Probably this one. Let's just draw a line at 145 and above to compete. So we've got about 4 or 5 players that are legitimate international great players. And that's kind of it. And Nate, I have out because I was going to start David Chan because David Chan can finish. Great first touch, great finishing. Davis has been getting a lot of shots. He hasn't been getting a lot of goals. That's the problem with him at the moment. So, he's got 4 and 6 or 4 players of the match and 6 assists in league play. But I think we're gonna give Chan a chance here because you can see he's got 16 goals. Oh, Davis 19 goals. Sorry, that was assists I was looking at. So 16 and 19, which I mean looks like it's pretty even to be honest. But we haven't been seeing a lot out of the superstar here. So I'm gonna give Chen a chance here. The question is, should we have Aaron Noyes in? Let's come back here. Probably. He was out because he was playing terribly. And that's essentially it. But I don't have anybody that's been playing great. Although our 2 mid centers are, our midfield here has been playing the best. 7-1, 7-3, 7-7, 7-6, 7-2. So these guys are legitimately playing good at club football, as is Pulisic. I'm kind of getting desperate for a win here. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put him in for Torres is pretty good too. I'm going to put him in for Torres. They've played together a fair amount as well, so we get that connection back. And Forsyth's been very good too. In fact, what we could do is we could drop him back here, and then we can put Torres back in. Something like that. How good is Bundy? Not as good. Do they prefer to play the other way around? Come on. Marginally. So I think we'll go with that. Okay. So this is what we have for the moment. Yeah, I mean, are just frustrated. Just frustrated. Match preview. Let's get into this thing. Those are horrible uniforms. Oh my God, they look like a little league jersey. That's bad. The black ones are so good, and those are so horrible. Oh well. It is what it is. Dressing room. Try to win a damn game. That's the instruction. Come on, guys. You've been horrible. You guys can only play the first half, so you better freaking show me something in the first half, because... And we are away again. So combination injuries, combination just lack of talent. And partly just because of the way that I chose to choose players is handicapping us. But we knew that. I mean, that wasn't really ever going to be a question mark. We knew that was going to be a problem, and we were just doing it because I thought it'd be different. But and maybe we keep doing it. I don't know. I'm just kind of frustrated. And there we go. Gave up our first goal. Our suspect defense continues to give up goals. I don't know. I mean, maybe we just need to just play defensive football. Maybe even though these are teams that we should be beating, these aren't great teams. They're not bad teams. And realistically, the difference between, a 15th team and a 50th team is pretty small, I think. But yeah, I mean, maybe we just play defensive. Maybe we just play a counter-attacking style. We pull everybody back. We play counter. We sit deeper, and we do everything we can to protect our defense. And then we use these kind of young wonder players that we do. Oh, come on. You can't just let him walk across for that. And then we play counter. So for now, without changing the shape, let's go counterattack. A little more structured. Team instructions. Slightly deeper. Clear ball the flanks. And hit early crosses. Let's see how that does. I mean, I don't want to disparage the Ukraine, but we probably shouldn't be losing to the Ukraine. Soccer, I'm sure, I'm sure, is much bigger in the Ukraine than it is the U.S., but we have a couple extra players. We have better training areas, facilities. I mean, there's no reason that we should be losing to this. I mean, everybody gets shocked once in a while. That happens, you know. Any given team, on any given Sunday, right? And since it is Sunday for me, as I record this, that makes sense. Hernandez feeds it in, unable to get it there. We decided to run him out there because he does like that roll. Torres, there we go, breaks through and puts one away. Oh, thank you, Torres. Rescues. Well, it's too early in the game, but at least we're not going to get shut out. At least we're not giving Ukraine a clean sheet here. Got him back in, rewarded our faith by putting him in. I think for the most part, I bet you that ice cube hit in the bottom was loud in the mic. I'm sorry. It was loud for me here too. But it was right there. I really think defense is the biggest issue. I think our mids and our attacking players are decent, are good, and pretty solid. The problem is we give up goals we shouldn't give up. And at that point, you know, it really, really makes it harder. Stevchuk feeds that in. Look at that. We just left Datsuk sitting there. Now, Evans managed to get over there, Horvath, and make the save, but how come nobody's on that player? He was wide open. We had three players all standing right next to each other, and nobody was covering him. 2 minutes added time. We're going to have to swap everybody out at the... Well, you know, they're just going to play the first half. That's it. I know it said 45 minutes. Nope, we're just going to make the subs now. Oh, I can't make the subs because we're in that. There we go. And I can't see who's supposed to... Why do they not tell me how many minutes people are supposed to be played here? I mean, is that not... And I can't add or subtract anything here. I don't have an option here. So, I guess we go to tactics. Doesn't show it here either. Hey, great, guys. Oh, there it does. I lied. I take it back. It's there. It's just green on green. I didn't see it. So, Pulisic can come out for Andrew Wong, who was very happy I put him in last game. Tyler Adams is going to come out for Dave Duke. Kellen Acosta. I got nobody for Kellen Acosta. And he's played terribly. I mean, due to the injury, we just have nobody left over there that can play that. Evan can come out. We'll put in Calderon. John Brooks is going to come out. We'll put in Stearns. Get a youngster, a little bit of time. I mean, we could put Villalba back in there. He's got some tackling and marking. We know Hernandez can't play defensively. Well, yeah, tackling of one. Yeah, so maybe Villalba goes back in there on the right. That's not good. Okay. Well, 45 minutes it is. I'm yelling at the team this time. I haven't gone real aggressive on anybody. I haven't yelled at anybody. I've tried to be positive, and these are players that have been playing on the road. They're players that it's a slightly different team each time. He thinks we should encourage them. I don't. I think they need to know that they are playing. Except for you, you've been playing okay. And I already hit it in pep talk, so I can't tell you that. But I mean, yeah, we're not good. And, it's the defense. I mean, really, it's the defense. We're giving up stuff we shouldn't get to. We're not being able to build from the back because those players aren't very good. Yeah, we're going to have to play a defensive tactic. I mean, that's just, or a counterattacking tactic of some sort. That's all there is to it. And I'm not quite sure how we're going to go with that because our better players are attacking players. So I don't want to have to take good players out of the roster to play more defensive players because we need to play a defensive tactic to protect the bad players. I mean, it almost feels like you have to go more defensive, but that means you need... Oh, come on, Chen. There you go. Chen, put it away. Oh, my gosh, you're in there for your finishing and you put it high. Oh, come on, we need a win. Oh, jeez. Anyway, it feels like, maybe we should just go more offensive and just say, screw it. Let's go attacking. If you have a suggestion for that, let me know. Do we back off? Do we play defensive? Do we try to protect the weak links? Or do we just say hell with it and we go attacking all the time? And we just say, you know what? We're giving up goals. We don't care. And Wong just says, I don't care either. I'm not even going to play that. I'll just let them take it. There we go. That was nice. Duke gets it up, tries to get it up. That is the problem with playing back a little bit like that. He ended up up there all by himself. Shevchuk. We outnumber his guys there. That doesn't mean anything. Datsuk over to Kovalenko, who puts it away. And once again, we are down by a goal. Kind of want... Is Datsuk any good? Yep. We don't play an attacking midfielder on ours, but you know what? Maybe we can find room for him as a striker. I've got him, and I've got Janikowski. Maybe it's just Jankowski. Both on my list, and they both play attacking mid-left, which is what we don't have. But we've had such good attacking mid-left players in this save. It seems hard not to add them to the short list, even if we're not playing that position. I mean, look at that, 19 shots. Okay, you know what? Let's try the other way. Let's go attacking. Oh, here, we'll just go into tactics. We'll go attacking. We're going to we're just gonna pump the ball in the box. We'll set higher. We'll use the offside trap. We'll get stuck in. Go back to flexible. Let's just go. Whoops. There we go. See if we can get some shots. Because, I mean, at this point, we're not even getting shots. You know, our defense clearly isn't... Well, maybe it is. Maybe the problem is just that they're able to hold the ball back there for so long. From the highs of league play that we don't deserve to the lows of international that I think is also a little bit undeserved. But I haven't been able to solve this. Maybe this just shows how undeserved the highs of league play are. that I'm struggling so much here. And did we just have somebody injured right there at the end? But I think it was one of their players. Maybe we just go back to a 4-4-2. It wasn't unlucky. He's just nicer than I am. And I think that's worth talking about. I think maybe. I mean, let's look. Have we done well with anything? No. 4-2-3-1 wide. Is that what we need to go to? That's the only thing that's worked well for him in the last 26 matches, anyway. Go to tactics. I think we can conclusively say this didn't work. I mean, if we come back here, I mean, this is what we were playing there. 14-4. Well, I mean, it wasn't bad. It created more chances for than against, but this is all against worse teams. Although, again, we are in positive for both, but we're not winning. At 6 starts, so I guess we go 4 every 13 against every 20. 4 every 40. I mean, if nothing else, it's going to be a more exciting loss. I mean, 4-3-3 narrow. That maybe that's what we need to go with. But you can see against higher rated and similar, it completely failed. It crushed lower rated nations, and did really badly against higher. Let's add it in though. Let's add a 4-3-3 narrow in there, because we have been playing lower ranked nations. Maybe. I don't know. But I've waffled on long enough. It says 32 minutes. So we'll go ahead and end that one right there. Let's take a look real fast. Kupta, we may as well do the draw. Let's go ahead and do that real fast, as long as we're here. I know we're already long. Calderon happy with his start. Well, thank Evan's coach for saying I couldn't keep him in. Although at this point, it probably doesn't matter. Let's view the draw. Draw next team. Troy got Amiens, okay. Saint Etienne got man. These are really. I think these are really evenly matched teams so far. Okay, there we go. That's maybe our first uneven. And we got Toulouse. I don't have any idea where Toulouse is right now in the league. That's probably pretty even. That's probably fairly even. I mean, this one obviously Nantes coming up from League 2 versus Lille, but I don't think Lille is okay. I mean, for the most part, everybody got a fairly even shot. I mean, obviously Nantes against Lille. Where is Lille? They're okay. I mean, and Toulouse is mid-table exactly, which is why I haven't paid any attention to them. So, maybe we have the comparatively easier. I don't know. It's not a terrible draw. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you think we should do with the international team, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.